I mentioned this at the top of the show. It's a very worrying comparison to make where South Africa as a country is in danger of becoming a mecca for global kidnappers. That's according to Ian Cameron from the Civil Rights Organisation, while also according to the crime stats that have come out as well. Let's take a look at some of the areas that are most affected. I see Vosloorus, Johannesburg Central and Tembisa. Well, let's bring in Ian Cameron now, Action Society Director of Community Safety. Ian Cameron joining us this morning. Ian, good to have you on the show. Appreciate the time. Let's first of all just look at the numbers if we can. When I say we're in danger of becoming a kidnapping mecca, where did you get that from? Talk to me about numbers.
Good morning. Yeah, thank you very much. So in October of this year, it was released that we've got about 1,000 kidnappings per month in South Africa at the moment, which is a massive increase. So it went from about just over 800 in 2021, let's say 2020-2021 financial year, to over 1,000 cases per month in 2022. Now, the drastic increase actually started in mid-2020. And obviously, if we look at South Africa's score in terms of the global initiative against transnational organized crime, sorry, it's a mouthful, South Africa is becoming a world leader in organized crime as well. In terms of our, or the last global organized crime survey that was done, we are in the top 20 best organized crime, or rather top performing organized crime countries in the world.
Yeah, it's not the sort of title that I think any country wants to have as well. Is there any thoughts then from Action Society, Ian, as to why we have seen this sudden spike? What do you think's happened?
Yeah, look, it's important to look at research as well. So if we consider the research done by the Institute for Security Studies and specifically a piece that Lizette Lancaster wrote recently, it showed that less than 5% of kidnappings in South Africa are ransom related, which leads us to the thought that very often when people are hijacked or something else may happen to them, another type of crime, they are taken along as victims by the suspects that are involved in the crime. It's also important to say that in many cases, kidnappings aren't reported as they should be because of fear that something may happen to the victim and also the lost faith in the South African Police Service. Now, recently I heard one of the provincial commissioners saying, let us do our jobs, but unfortunately they don't always perform very well. It's only in the Western Cape that there is a proper kidnapping task team that works in collaboration with the city of Cape Town